When you have a page that has a lot of information, it's a particularly long page, it might be prudent to actually incorporate collapsible sections. So I want to show you how to create a collapsible page, and a good example would be a frequently asked questions page. Let's on our website start by inserting a new page, a blank page, and let's make it private for the moment and create a page. The title I want to give it is frequently asked questions. In fact, let's type the whole thing, frequently asked questions. Let's get into the title area and edit that web part to be an image and title. Let's say the text above is just FAQ. And let's show the published date. And let's also change the image. So I'll close out of here. I'll go into my browse images and I'll choose an image on my site, in my documents, and particularly in my photos folder. Something I've started to use these quite a bit, but we can reuse them. So I'm going to use this one so we've got this consistent look throughout our website. And I'll just shift the focal point a little bit. Okay, now what I want to do is get rid of this particular text web part, and I want to upload a file to my website called FAQ. It's a Word document. So I'm just going to save as a draft. That's my page ready to go. And I'm just going to go to my documents and pages and documents. I'm then going to go into my documentation files folder and I'm going to upload a file, and it's called FAQ. So there it is there, and open. So now I've got 5 files in my documentation files. Now, and that should appear also in my documentation page, that I've now got 5 files. So anything I load into that folder would automatically appear in that document library that we made earlier. Now I want to go back to pages. So I'm going to go to here and go to pages, and I'm going to choose my frequently asked questions page. Now, I have a duplicate of SharePoint here, so I'm going to go into this duplicate. I'm going to go into documents and pages and into documents, and I'm actually going to open up that documentation file called FAQ because I need to be able to copy and paste stuff back and forth. So here's a number of frequently asked questions about coffee that I want to put into a collapsible page, which I have over here. Let me edit this frequently asked questions page. Let me start by, in this section here, I want to add a web part, and I just want to add text really. So I'm just going to go for a text option here. And what I might do is just put the title. So I'll go here and I'll grab this title here, and I'm just going to copy and paste it. And I might make it not normal, but actually a heading 2. So what is the brewing temperature? Now also, if I go into the properties of this section, I want to make this section collapsible, so I'll turn that to on. And in fact, I'll show a divider as well. And in fact, the section name is where I wanted to paste that. So let's put that in there. And let's instead get rid of this and put this back to normal text. Now I'll go back to that Word document and I'll take this paragraph here, a copy of that, and I'll drop it into this particular text box here, and I might paste it as plain text. Let me just click right into it until my cursor blinks, right click, and then paste it as plain text. So there's my first section, and it's a collapsible section, and of course I can go through and check the spelling, etc. Now I'm going to add a new section, 1 column, and I'm going to make this also collapsible. And what I might do, if I click here, I might change the color of that section, and you can change the color of this section so it's visually contrasting. In fact, I might go for a lighter one. Yeah. So now I go back to my Word document and I grab the next header, copy that, go back to my section name, paste it in there, then go to my web part and add a text box, and go back to my Word document, grab this paragraph, copy that, go back to this text box and paste it as plain text. You've got to click in there and then paste as plain text. Now I add another new section, 1 column. I make this section here collapsible. I grab the heading, how to make coffee hot or keep it hot, add it to this section name, then add a text box, go and grab the paragraph, copy that and paste it in. And so you can see what I'm up to here. And change the colour of that section so I'm consistent. Add another section, one column. Make it a different colour, make it collapsible. In my Word document, grab the next heading, copy that, paste it into the section name. Add a web part, which is a text box. Grab the next paragraph, paste it in there as plain text. Add another section, one column. Change the background colour and make it collapsible. Grab the heading of the next section, paste it in. Add a text box and continue the pattern. So once you've got all of your sections in, I'm just going to click on this section, set the default display, except for the first one, to collapse. That one's collapsed, that one's collapsed, that one's collapsed. That one is collapsed, that one is collapsed and collapsed, except for the first one. Now let's just have a look, save as draft. So the first one is expanded and the others are collapsed. So they get the idea. You could even put a little comment, click to expand or collapse a particular object. But you've made a expandable and a collapsible page, which is super handy when you've got a lot of information that you want to add to a page.